Hi everybody, I'm just at a coffee shop here and I'd like to introduce my friend Carl Stedman. We've been friends for a long time and I'm happy to say that he is conscious and awake, and he just came back from England.
Yeah, we're in Starbucks. I actually just came back from Liverpool.
Yeah.
And probably a lot of people have heard of the tragic news there, but I'm going to share a bit of good news, Alan.
What's the good news?
The good news is that people are awakening all over the world, and I actually went for my sister's wedding, fantastic wedding, and that was in the probably more affluent part of town, and I had a great time. But I did meet a couple of people at the wedding that were very awake, consciously living.
Wonderful, wonderful. Now that's the home of the Beatles, and you did a song from there, and I understand they have some statues of the Beatles there?
Yeah, I actually, at the pier head, you might have heard the song, So Ferry, Cross the Mersey. That's where I'm from, the River Mersey, and right at the pier head there's John, Paul, George and Ringo lifelike statues, and I sang right by there. Lucky enough, some guy was busking with his guitar. So if you go to my TikTok, Awaken Now, Carl Stedman, you'll see the song Yesterday that I sang.
Wonderful, wonderful. Well, how did this all start for you, this awakening from a childhood across the Mersey and coming to Canada and changing your consciousness? What was that? How did that happen, and what's that all about?
Lots and lots of pain, and loss of home. Father died, got divorced, broke my ankle, and then I had a mystical experience. And within this mystical experience, I realized that I'm part of God, Christ consciousness, whatever you want to call that. Well, I had an experience with the light, and then I instantly awakened, a bit like Eckhart Tolle actually, because I didn't really realise what happened to me till afterwards. And people tried to, well, my brother thought I was gone nuts. He said, "Are you sure that mystical experience wasn't a brain aneurysm?" Which of course it wasn't, Alan, you know. And from there I realised who I was, and we do create our own reality. Everything is a vibration. Love is the highest. I declared myself a singer, and then I became a singer, done some albums, and I live in joy, and I share this as much as I can now. This is possible for anyone, and it's the greatest gift you can have, as Alan talks about all the time.
I was going to say that. So if it can happen to us, it can happen to you, folks. So just relax, pause from your daily activities, even if it's only for a minute. Just realize that you are alive. You are part of all that is. Be still and know that you are.
I'd like to just share one more thing too. Probably if you're still with us, and Al knows this too, you're definitely on the path, and you'll probably find that most of your family aren't on the path, because it's still the minority of people, but that minority is growing rapidly. Millions of people just like us are changing the world with our vibration of love and peace and harmony.
So that's it, folks. We're part of the spiritual evolution that's happening right now on planet Earth, and you're part of that.